How does that happen?
Yeah, it's a very inspired evening. The art of the album is very eye-catching. I've been happy to let you just like go for it with the artwork because I've got my head in like recording and music production and stuff. Tell me, you know, what's inspired you with that? What have you tried to sort of project?
I've always been an artist. I've always been a painter and a photographer, and each of the tracks has conjured up an image, and I have images for each particular song. But the cover was something else. I'm a pastelist. I love working with the colour on my hands. I get completely covered. And I took a piece of work that I made about 20 years ago, and I pegged it out in the countryside. I put stones at each corner. I covered it with earth and bark and fruit juices, rotting fruit, bleach, beetroot juice. I let the beasts of the field wander across it. The dogs ran over it several times. The wind, the rain, the elements fell upon this thing. And for 6 weeks, it lay outside in the countryside, just having things happen to it. I videoed it. I just let nature take its course. And at the end of that, I took all the pieces off, and I still have that piece somewhere. I photographed it many, many times, and the photograph was ultimately digitally altered and enhanced. And somehow this glowing, strange little landscape that could be a circus tent somewhere, or a magic forest, or the world after the apocalypse, I don't know, or just a little painting that I left out in the rain. That's what we ended up with, and that's what's become the cover of the Circus of Outrageous. It's a deconstruction of sorts, and it shows the power of material, the power of nature, the power of, I don't know, there's some kind of immortality in there as well. A mortality, but an immortality. And for me, that is a lot of the theme of the whole of the album. It may sound pretentious. We don't want it to be pretentious because it isn't. Because really, the whole thing is it's just an outpouring of the kind of the musical influences and passions that we've had over the years that have come to a surface. And it really was because both Mike and myself, we were being constrained by what should have been a liberating experience, making other music that we were doing at the time. And at every turn and twist, we felt our creativity being suppressed. So the Circus of Outrageous is really an expression of, indeed, liberation and an affirmation of whatever creative stuff is inside.